The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. I'm James J., joined by Michael Harris Jr. This is the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series. And as you can see, cars are already on the track, headed to the start-finish line for the green flag. Congratulations, Sean Cunningham, for putting it on the pole. We're going to go green here shortly. Got an extra buddy joining Barney in the start-finish flag stand. We're going to go racing.
You know how we're going to start this race, right? Boogity, boogity, boogity. When I wave the green flag, I want to hear boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. You with me? You with me? All right. Give me that green flag, starter.
I would say it's all in DW's hands now.
Come on.
I would say so, DW.
Let's go racing. All right. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. All right, Mr. Gordon. All right, Mr.
And they're off. Midwest Motorsports Cup Series, a 100-lap race. We're going to have a competition caution at lap 10. And so far, so good. Everybody's playing nice.
Oh.
Everybody's still playing nice there, Michael?
Everybody's still playing nice there, James, but it looks like Sean, our leader, got a little loose coming out of turn 2. So now we've got a battle for the lead right now with, looks like Ty Williams and Dustin Reinstuttle on the inside there, coming on out of turn 4, right to the start-finish line. And there we go. Pole sitter Sean Cunningham not getting the lap there. Ty Williams will take it, but it looks like Sean is making that move into turn 1, James.
He wants it back. 3 wide coming out. That is Brandon Cotton in here also. Hard to show everybody on the screen at the same time. Don't forget the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, the 15 of Eric Thaler. Brandon Cotton's got a new paint, not the green theme, but he is working 3 wide. These guys are not taking it easy, coming to no points for the competition caution at lap 10. So why are they so aggressive so early, Michael?
I don't know. Maybe they've been itching to race. I mean, we've had a 2-week break here in the Cup Series, and Michigan's just one of those tracks where many people know you can hit about 200 miles an hour going right into turn 1, and they're just feeling racy, antsy, and all that. Plus, some of us, as we were talking about that, Brandon Cotton into the wall there. And
what a
yeah.
send. Into the wall hard. He's got damage, so he wants to come in and repair it.
Caution's out. Big wreck coming on in as we change cameras there. You got to see a little picture of that with Kevin Meyer, unfortunately, involved in this one. James will reel it on back and see what happened there in the back of the field.
Joseph Phelps also making sure everybody gets out of there safe. Looks like everybody does. Let's see what happened. Kevin Mayer, Jason Phelps. Oh, there was somebody also there on the outside. Trevor McLaughlin, maybe. Who's up ahead? Watch 77, the Bass Pro Shops car. See, where's Michael Samia?
Yep. Let's
just in front.
Right there. We'll pine right in there. Justin slowing down for Cotton. It looked like Cotton was coming back on the track. Maybe going a little too fast there on the apron. And yeah, Justin nowhere up or just slowing right up there. Michael Samia going up the track. We'll keep on watching here. And Samia just right into the 77. He didn't really have much where to go. He was dodging, didn't know what Justin was doing. Boom.
That's unfortunate for everybody involved. Again,
absolutely.
Coming from the back of the field, I want to see, you mentioned Justin Thaler was slowing up for Brandon Cotton.
So we'll zoom back onto that. I think that was the trigger that made Samia move all the way up there on the track. Oh, all right. My bad. I thought Brandon Cotton was going into the pits last time we were looking at him, and yeah.
Well, because of the caution, he didn't, but Justin Thaler pretty much slammed on the brakes. Let's see why Cotton came down right in front of Thaler, and Thaler, how far Brandon comes down.
I think this was after Brandon hit the wall.
Yes, it is after Brandon hit the wall. So he's trying to decide. He's really trying to get out of the way. I think he should have stayed high, but it's easy for me to say from the pits. 73 Coast Guard is new. That's Aaron Holroyd. All right, there he is. Brandon Cotton coming across from the top line all the way down to guys racing down on the apron. And Michael Samia not expecting Justin Thaler to stop either. He's, like you said, Michael, slams on the brake, comes into Kevin Mayer accidentally, and then the rest is history. We saw it. Chaos. Here, everybody's using their fast repair way too early. We'll go back live.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if some people were keeping their repairs. Looks like Justin kept his, so he will still have a fast repair. Michael Samia, it looks like he will still have a fast repair. He's been in the pits for over a minute, or just finished being in the pits for a minute. Justin Thaler had 25 seconds in the pits. Everybody else is kind of hit or miss. Phelps with 9 minutes or 9 seconds in there. Looks like everybody else just kind of a little fuel and some fast repair work there. But yeah, unfortunate. A lot of guys not really hoping to use it this early in the race. We're lap 6 now as we're coming on down to the back stretch.
You mentioned some tires, some fuel, some repairs, maybe some goodies headache powder as well for this early in the race.
Absolutely,
Well,
head on.
You do. All right. So we'll re-rack them, go back racing again. I don't know. That's probably going to be a dangerous start for Brandon Cotton. He might have to start from the pit lane next week. But we'll see. Up front is Ty Williams and Sean Cunningham. These guys were having one heck of a battle. Let's see if they can do it again. Eric Thaler is going to start from the front, as well as we're coming to the green flag. Barney's going to pull off and head down to the pits. Dustin Reinsettle on the inside of Eric Thaler, with Ant Castor on the inside behind as well.
And the green flag drops.
He's off.
He is, and Eric Thaler following right behind there. He might not be right on his tail, but he is making it move up there on the high line. Right up to second, third. Battling with Ty Williams there right into the first lap. Everybody giving a little bit more breathing room here at the start of this one, up here in the front anyway. Oh, looks like Kevin Mayer back there doing a little wiggle coming out of turn 2. Eric Thaler is now taking the lead here. Sticking on the inside with Sean Cunningham. We got 3 more laps here as we got to cut across. Will Sean get it? And nope, Eric will lead that lap there. 3 laps till the competition caution. Got a couple packs forming here. It's still a little early to be thinking about the strategy aspect. James, what do you think these guys are going to be doing here tonight? I know Friday night we had a little bit of strategy going. Some guys were saving, so they didn't have the final 10 laps to go. What do you think the play is here?
Well, tonight I understand between 18 and 22 laps on a tank of fuel. So with 100 laps, that makes 5 stops or 5 stints for 4 stops. With the comp caution at 10, I expect everybody's going to come down and get fuel at the very least. And then that will make 90 laps. 20 laps into 90 doesn't go even. So hopefully we'll see some green flag racing. And that means comers and goers regarding tires and speed relative to lap time. So really looking forward to it. I would say you never know. The unpredictability of the Cup cars will play itself out tonight for sure. One more lap coming to the comp caution. This is it. Is Eric Thaler going to hold off Sean Cunningham as they're coming to the line? To the competition caution, our race director, Josh Watt, will throw the yellow. Once again,
There it is.
no points awarded, but bragging rights.
Boss Man bringing it in on first place here at the comp caution as we re-rack him again.
This will give a chance for those guys that got damaged early to do some more repairs.
Yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can get some repair work done on this track for sure, based on what we saw in the pits, with Michael Samia in there for over a minute and 11 seconds in that pit after that accident. So if these guys are sitting on another 20 seconds of repairs, it's certainly something that will be doable. And we're still early enough that it's not going to impact too bad. Like you said, we got probably five more pit stops to go the rest of this race. And Eric Thaler is going to lead them in. All right, go ahead, James.
Yeah, I was just going to say at least 4 pit stops all in. But I tell you, we'll see how they come off. Going to be important. I will say also that you never know with the cautions. And also, I understand, thank you to Race Control, that the high downforce fixed setup allows for a higher tire wear than maybe normally expected. So that means tire strategy could come into play as well.
Oh, that's a key point right there. We only have 2 tire changes available to these guys throughout this 100-lap race. So they're going to burn through them early, and then they're going to have to sit on them for a while so that they have a nice set for the final run. So that's 3 tires, including the tires they came with.
Brandon Cotton stays out. My guess is he may want to try to get off strategy a little bit, or after coming in at lap 4, maybe he thinks he can go from here. Not 100% sure. But again, that's why I'm not the one running the race.
Hey, don't listen to me about that either.
Right.
I felt very bamboozled on Friday when I was in there above 10th place and then finished the race 14th, and I'm chasing after Norm going, how did I end up here?
Hey, that's not bad. Top 15. I think there were 25 trucks, right? So I mean, that's
Yeah, it's not bad. It was just kind of like I really looked at it and I'm like, wait, how am I here? What do you mean there's only 2 laps left? But at any rate, here it looks like Eric Thaler coming back in, see if he can get some more. I don't know if he had some damage, but he was just in the pits for 32 seconds.
Did he get a black flag?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he got a black. I don't know. He's definitely going in the pit, as you see.
Yep.
He did get a black flag on Friday, but that didn't stop him from winning.
Maybe getting his flash.
Could very well be. He's in and out. So, Michael Samia took another minute and 18 seconds. So, I'd be curious to see if we end up handing over to him later in the race, just how much time he had for repairs on that. Chris Thaler ended up in the pits for 15. So, I don't know if he just changed tires or if he got involved in that wreck at all. And I mean, 15.4 is just about how much you'd normally get.
Welcome to Midwest Motorsports, Miller Cawthron. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. With a beer sponsor, I hope you brought a cooler for the broadcast booth. Michelob Ultra is not my first preference, but it will be tonight. Thank you, Miller. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports, man. We're glad you're here. Brandon Cotton's going to start us off. Remember, he did not pit at the competition caution lap 10. He might have damage as well. So let's go racing and see what happens next. The field is under Brandon Cotton's control, and we're going to go racing.
Off he goes.
Field crosses the line. We're back to it.
And yeah, we're doing good 2x2 action. Nobody yet 3 wide, but there's a couple spots it looks like it could get 3 wide. Brandon Cotton getting out there on a good pace. Aaron Holroyd getting pushed a little down there by Ty Williams. But he's got quite a run, catching up to Sean Cunningham there for second place. They're currently battling for third. Dustin Ryan Settle just hanging on in there, just cruising and chilling with Brandon Thayer on his inside. Ant Caster with the Monday night special there, the Cool Down Lap podcast. I'm still sponsoring that hood. He's hanging on in there with Kevin Meyer on his inside.
Best Pro Shop 77 slides up in front of Ant. And we're back to single file racing. I think cooler heads prevailed. As soon as I say that, Brandon Thayer drops down in front of Aaron Holroyd.
And just as that's all going down as well, we've got a battle for the lead here with Sean Cunningham making the pass over Brandon Cotton for the lead. So not sure if the damage is affecting his speed or not, but Sean did have a fast time here. Oh, we got 3 wide action there as well. Antcaster stuck on the outside, mid lane, Brandon Thayer, and Kevin Meyer fighting on the inside line.
Jason
Wall
Huff
riding action.
and the Gazoo Racing trying to get inside Kevin Meyer, get in some of the action as well. The number 4, Jason Huffman's got Norm Snyder behind him down low. Do not count out Justin Thaler, the CEO of Midwest Motorsports, in the number 2 car. Castrol BK Racing hanging out in the back here. Not used to seeing Justin Thaler outside of the top 10, but maybe he's working on a fuel save strategy plan.
Oh,
He is definitely a thinker. He's up to something.
Believe it or not, he is in 10th place right now. We have a smaller field than we've had the past couple of races here, and so 10th being towards the back is surprising, but no, he's holding back there. We'll see what he has cooking up though.
Got him in trouble earlier with Brandon Cotton, but who knows? Who was that? Holroyd, Kevin Mayer dropping down to the apron and then back up. If I can get some more drivers in this battle box here.
Oh, speaking of Justin there, he's sneaking on, trying to make a third line happen right there, trying to squeeze between Brandon or Ant and Kevin Meyer. Oh, he's going to make an inside move, though. This one, the battle for 8th. Yeah, that was 8th. Now he's looking for 7th. And completed 7 laps now since the competition caution flag was flown. And most of the field is single file, but there's definitely some action going on. Some drivers making some moves, trying to make the different lines work here at Michigan. You'll definitely see a lot more drivers favor the outside line as we get the run going on, and drivers will be favoring the inside line either to make the pass or to at the early going. But that inside line didn't work out as well for the Truck Series as a later run thing, so we'll see how the Cup works here.
Kevin Mayer brushes the wall on the exit of 4 in the 77 Bass Pro Shops. Not sure why the paints aren't matching up. I'll have to get rid of that, but it's all good.
Ooh.
Are we keeping you awake, Michael? Hopefully the action will heat up. Before too
Are you
long.
keeping me awake? Oh, that wasn't necessarily on there, James, but I'll tell you what, that looked pretty close up there. Kevin Meyer squeezing right in front of Justin, but these boys are still trying to keep it clean here. We got some moving around there. Phelps coming down a little bit, getting close to Jason there, pushing him. But back to single file again. There's action all over this track. I think there's only, one car that's not really involved with anybody right now. That is the boss man himself. He's just kind of chilling out back there, just probably doing some fuel and tire saving, and will make his move later on.
The Godfather.
I don't know.
Of Midwest Motorsports.
That's true, and I don't know if there was any damage on the vehicle, if something happened we didn't see, but that pit stop earlier, and pit stop that he had to take after during the pacing was raises some questions. Maybe a question we can ask him later on.
Trevor McLaughlin, Trevor Max got a straw bango ghost paint tonight. Gotta admit, he does the ghost energy drink paint jobs every week in both leagues. Keeps us guessing. And this one, I like the colors. That hasn't brought him luck yet, but I think he's going to be up to a strategy play as well. We'll keep an eye on Trevor McLaughlin back up front. The action's heating up.
Yes, sir.
Leading, but only just. We have a 4-car battle. These guys are side by side. The cream of the crop in the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series is up front. These guys are battling up front as Aaron Holroyd slides in front of Brandon Thayer, just barely making it. That could have been dangerous. Gives Dustin Reinstedt a little bump into turn 3 under Ty Williams. See if he can make it stick. Aaron Holroyd must have left his
Isn't to
mirror.
the top.
He goes down behind Brandon Cotton now. He's on the inside of Ty Williams. Is Dustin Reinstedt, Aaron Holroyd right behind him. Oh my goodness.
Got a lot of side-by-side action here, James, that's for sure. And they're just moving and grooving out there. Everybody trying to make something happen, trying to make something work. And this track, it's not necessarily a drafting track like Daytona, but sometimes it'll act like that. As we got 3 wide coming on into turn 3 towards the back there. And Brandon Cotton still got his nose down there trying to make something work. He is making some kind of move. It's not enough, though. Maybe if Ty Williams gives him that bump there that he's looking to give, he'll have something going into turn 1.
3 wide. As they fan out, Kevin Mayer's going inside. Brandon Thayer. Dustin Reinstedt on the outside, followed by Aaron Holroyd and Ant Castor on the outside lane. Oh my goodness. If you can see the mile per hour on the battle box, 209, 210 for Dustin Reinstedt, 210 for Ty Williams, and the 81 who drops it down to the yellow line. Getting under Dustin Reinstedt now goes for Brandon Cotton. Dustin Reinstedt thankfully sees Ty Williams slide up. Oh my goodness.
Neck and neck they go.
What a race. This is Midwest Motorsports Cup racing at its best. This is why you join a league. I don't think you would see clean racing like this at every official lobby.
James, are you hearing that echo?
Nope. Who's echoing, me or you?
Yes, or at least on my end.
At least on my end. No, sorry, that was me. Just kidding. No, I do not hear an echo.
Well, I'm glad that you're not hearing it.
Not hearing it. Not hearing it. Just kidding. We're racing. Look at these guys, man. It's amazing. How can you not get up on the edge of your seat when you're racing this close on a Sunday evening with 17 of your best friends, Dustin Reinstedt and Brandon Cotton, swapping paint? Brandon Cotton down low inside John Cunningham now.
And Brandon Cotton, it looks like he might be pitting. Yep, he's going to pit now as he pitted on lap 4, got the gas and the faster pair. So we'll see how his pit strategy pans out from here. But like you said earlier, it was 18 to 21 or so laps.
Correct.
For the fuel window. So a lot of these guys will be looking to come on in anytime from lap 29. So in 2 laps time to about lap 32. Dustin Reinstedt making that move on the inside here on Sean Cunningham. He has got the momentum. He's going to make this move. Maybe. Oh, does he get it? Right at the line. Dustin Reinstedt will take the lap there. He'll take the lead. Everyone will get to hear about number 11 leading there.
Bonus points, don't forget.
Oh, the light tap there. Let him know, hey, I'm still here.
Aaron Holroyd might get a run if The 11 had to lift it all to keep from chopping off the 71.
Ty Williams pushing real hard there on that backstretch.
Like Ty Williams has a door wheel on his driver's side door.
Front six all within distance of each other here, battling it back and forth. Sean Cunningham will have that lap with Ty Williams on the outside. Kevin Myers hoping to poke his nose in there as he's trying to hold on to third over Dustin Reinsettle. Antcaster trying to push on the outside there, and Ty Williams will have the lead. Kevin Meyer breaks into the inside here. Is he going to make a move? Dustin Reinsettle making a 3 wide, and it looks like Kevin Meyer might be going in the pits here. And how on earth? But either way, Ty Williams got quite a gap now in the front as we're riding alongside with Aaron Holroyd in that Coast Guard machine. Seeing what he sees in this action, as it is, these guys got to be having their hearts race just a little bit.
Thaler.
Yeah, Chris Thaler got the black flag there. James, carry on. Tell us all more about it.
Looks like a speeding penalty, I'm sure. Either on entry, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. I just saw it show up as now. The leaders come in, lap 31. A little bit of lockup there. Single file down. That's going to leave Ty Williams in the front. Oh, Michael Samia down low. Working his way back out after a pit stop, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So far. Ty Williams. Uh-oh. Brandon Cotton, black flag.
Is that Brandon Cotton? It looked like that was number 30.
It might be 30, Miller Cothon.
I can see the confusion, though, where it's COT.
Yep.
And it looks like the leaders are coming on in now. That will leave Jason Huffman out on the lead with Michael Samia right behind him. Now, Michael Samia is a lap down. So right now he's fighting for his lap back as Jason Huffman's trying to use some fuel strategy. Trevor McLaughlin is also out there, about 9.5 gaining seconds. Both of them have not pit. They pitted on lap 10. Eric Thaler will most likely be the last one unless he pits this time by, as he pitted on lap 11. It looks like Jason is slowly coming on in. No black flag for him, it looks like.
Eric Thaler and Trevor McLaughlin. Here Trevor finally comes in. So that's about 3 laps of saving. Lap 31. Oh my gosh, Eric Thaler, the Godfather, staying out. I don't know if the Cup Series are going to play out just like the Truck Series.
It could. You never know. But like I said earlier, James, besides the fact he's been sitting in the back of the field, probably fuel saving, he did pit on lap 11. So that was that was the second lap of pacing. Yep. And he looks like he probably put fuel in there. So he's just playing those little mind games here and there, trying to see what edge he can get. So it's nice. It's interesting to see all the fuel strategy. With all that done and said, Brandon Cotton will be your presumptive leader should he still be out in front. He's about 0.3 of a second ahead of Dustin Reinsettle. And Dustin Reinsettle is pretty close by Ty Williams there in third.
Want to give a shout out to 27 of John Bates. He's been absent for a little while.
Yes, sir.
He's a Marine Corps Marine. Thank you for your service, John. And welcome back to Midwest Motorsports. We missed your presence. It's great to see the red and yellow 27 back on the track. Glad you're here.
One of the regrets I had growing up, or at least thinking about it now, is not joining the Marines. They called me and asked.
Well,
but yeah, it's definitely an honor to be part of them.
No question. John Bates does us proud every day. Race for the lead, three-way battle. Brandon Cotton, Dustin Reinstedel, Ty Williams. 1, 2, and 3. And then 2 seconds back to Brandon Thayer in the 54. Your winner from Watkins Glen on his birthday. 1 week later, still hanging out with the top 5. And then Aaron Holroyd, another service member. He's getting pressure now from Justin Thaler in the 2 car behind. But you can see the Coast Guard paint on the 73. He's ditched the Manscaped.
Yep. It appears he's not manscaping. At least he wasn't manscaping on the Glen. He's not manscaping here. I thought no shave was in November, not in February.
I think the Coast Guard has changed their rules now. They've loosened up their inspection. They don't inspect as tightly as they used to anymore. So he doesn't have the need for the Manscaped paint anymore. It's all
I
good.
suppose.
Now that he's an officer, well, Aaron Holroyd's going to be our guest in the Cool Down app coming up soon. So don't forget, Monday nights, 9 p.m., everything Midwest Motorsports. We cover all 3 series, Trucks, the Cup, and the Road Series. Myself, Ant Castor, and Justin Thaler serve you up on the Cool Down Lap on YouTube, the home of Midwest Motorsports broadcast. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. While you're here, drop us a chat. We'll see if you can get involved in the race. Tell us what we're missing or what you think is going to happen. Drop us a like while you're here. Thumbs up. Brandon Cotton under heavy pressure from Dustin Reinstedel. Side by side, Dustin's going to get credit for leading that lap. He crosses the line in front of Brandon Cotton with Ty Williams. Eagle eye, 3rd place, waiting for something to happen. We're expecting pits about lap 50 or 53 if you're Eric Taylor and Trevor Mack.
So as we've gone ahead and put down 38 laps into the book this time by Brandon Cotton leading the field here. Very tight battle between the first 3 drivers. We got another battle in the pack coming behind them as they're on the move on the charge. Did they leave somebody behind? Nope, they are all together there. Brandon Thayer did file on in, trying to be part of that pack. And one of the new additions, I think it was a new addition. I thought so. The fastest lap, I know it is a new addition in the official NASCAR Cup Series. Right? Am I remembering that right? That it is officially that you get the fastest lap point?
In real life, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we were doing that here, Jason Huffman currently, if the race ended right now, would have the fastest lap and get that bonus point.
You know, they say about ifs and buts and candies and nuts, but tonight we're not going to give them the point just yet. Lots of racing. There might be a bonus point. You're going to make me check the rules, Michael. Thank you for making that point. I'll check it right now. This was a 4-way battle for P4. Front 3 have pulled away, but only just. Justin Taylor's got time to reel them back in.
Yeah, they're not too far away right now. Brandon Cotton does have Miller Cawthron right in front of him, 0.1 seconds. So I think he's just fuel saving right now, using that draft, not really pushing the issue of passing him. But because of that, Justin Taylor's group is on a hot trot. Tighten that up right now. They are 0.9 of a second, 0.8 of a second away from Brandon Cotton in front. And now we got another battle here heating up for 2nd place with this all happening. Ty Williams, is he just no longer interested being 3rd place there? Is he looking for 2nd to make a move on Dustin with Justin coming right up behind? Miller Cawthron is on the outside trying to stay out of the way. And now as Brandon Cotton makes that pass, Oh, well, he's going to hang in on the inside here as Brandon Cotton got a little loose coming out of that corner. 3 wide action right behind them. Ant Caster making a huge move.
Look at
He
that.
is now up to second place, trying to use that draft from Miller to make a move on to first. He's got first. He just went from
go, Ant.
sixth to first.
Let's go.
He's
What
got the
a
cool
move.
down lap leading a lap right there. All right, that's it. Show's over, folks. Antcasters led the lap. We know what we're talking about on Monday.
Look at these guys go. The Cup Series almost 4 wide as they spread across. Oh, thankfully Justin Thaler backs out and drops it back to 3 wide. Aaron Holroyd still on the inside. But we have a new leader, the 8 car of Ant Caster. The 30
And-
is a lap car in the Michelob Ultra.
Don't look now, but Jason Phelps is making the same kind of move right there out of turn 4. He just made the move right on in past we're trying to make past Justin Thaler there for, what is that, 3rd place?
3rd.
I guess we can't discount that newbie out there. Miller Cawthron doing the best he can to be competitive, but not be entirely in the way, as here comes Phelps. Joseph Phelps making the moves right now, or at least trying to make it work right now. He's been saving some tires. He must have in the Traveler Whiskey number 57. Justin is going to stay high on the high line there. It looks like everybody's trying to move to the high line, but Jason Phelps liked what he saw from Ant Caster. He's making the move right into 3rd place. Aaron Holroyd's still holding steady behind Ant Caster there. And looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 staying just where they are. No matter how many times Joseph has been making that attempt, now he's right up there into 2nd. This time it's working out for him a little bit. This back stretch will see Aaron Holroyd still maintain some edge, but that inside line's making some work. He's got to funnel right in front of somebody to make it stick. All the while, James, these guys, these tires are starting to get worn at this point. They have not changed a set of tires yet as we get in lap 45. So these tires are going to be about 50 or so laps old by the time they actually do make the change. So anybody that's been saving them, now's the time to use them while the using's good. And it looks like Jason Phelps is trying to get the most he can out of it right now.
They've really only slowed down about half a second. I know in the Truck Series we were seeing the time differential of at least 1 second, maybe more, 1.2 seconds on old tires. But tonight, half a second. Fastest lap 39.1. Current lap, last lap 39.7 for Ant Caster. So not too big of a fall off as we were expecting. Almost half of the race on the first set of tires. So I think one more change and we'll save a set just in case of a late race caution.
Look at this.
Wide on the exit.
Yeah, right. There it is. Justin coming on down there trying to just funnel him back or something. I don't know. He's just like, "Hey, I see what you're doing and I'm going to do something about it." Like I said, these guys are trying to use up the rest of these tires while they still have them. They're going to be pitting sometime here pretty soon, so try to use them up the best you can now. Maybe you get yourself a position advantage when you change those tires. Maybe you'll be out in front where Antcaster is.
50 to 52 is what I'm expecting based on lap 31 pit. Don't forget the competition caution laps. So it's all good. Justin Thaler right on the bumper of Joseph Phelps. Now, can Justin Thaler make it a move? Not this time.
Nope, but Joseph's making a move right now. He's not really got anybody to push him unless he can slide up. Whoa, we got a slow car. Is he going to go in for pits? Oh, Dustin's going to make a move for the pits. So he just passed by Kevin Mayer. Kevin Mayer not wanting a speeding penalty there. Wise choice. Those hurt.
So mark down lap 49 for Justin Thaler in this series of pitters, including Dustin Reinstedel, Kevin Mayer. We'll see how much longer Antcaster goes, but 49 for those last pitters. There's Aaron Holroyd and Joseph Phelps up and down. If they're both coming in, Antcaster stays out. as well as Brandon Thayer. And don't look now, Michael Samia, currently in 6th place after the lap 4 incident. Michael Samia has got back on merit. He did not take tires that last stop. So let's see if he takes them this time. Justin Thaler still did not take tires. I think that's a good move. Dustin Reinsettle did take tires, but with only half a second, 0.4 of a second fall off, Justin Thaler says, "No, I don't need tires. It's going to be hard to catch me. I'll take those 8 seconds." Stopped in pit lane. You're going to have to work. It's going to take 16 laps at half a second to get those 8 seconds back. Ty Williams comes in. Braden Thayer comes in. Trevor Mack, remember, he went long on the first stint.
He did right to lap 32, so probably won't be too much longer there. Jason Huffman also was up there, as we see on the broadcast right there behind him. They both came in on the same lap in lap 32. And Eric Thaler, who's currently sitting 9th, as the standings haven't always completely updated, he pitted on lap 33. He is funneling up. He's just passed by a start-finish line just about now. Oh, so hello, there he is, right in front of Brandon Cotton, who did pit lap 45. Brandon Cotton making the move. So now Eric Thaler, he is trying to do some kind of fuel-saving, tire-saving strategy that might help him towards the end. We'll see how that timing pans out.
If 20 laps is the number, you're going to go 80 and then 60. So can Eric go to 60? He goes to 63, which is another 10 laps. That's huge.
That's asking quite a bit, but yeah, if he doubles that and waits.
50,
But then again, he pit on the competition caution, right?
55 and then 75, maybe. Yes, remember,
Yeah.
he came in and got a splash before.
Yes.
So he's playing the
So-
long game.
Yep.
Trevor Mack gets points for leading a lap. Crosses the line one more time. Jason Huffman comes into the pit, fill it with the fastest lap of the race.
Straw Bango. I think that's one of their powder supplement drinks.
Roger.
They have a whole assortment there. The energy drinks, which we see every once in a while, it's on Walker McNulty's vehicles a lot, or at least the candy variety that they use for the flavors for the drinks. That'll sometimes pan out there. As we pan back here at Aaron Holroyd and Justin Thaler, back in second and third. These guys will be leading the race about now as Trevor Mack is coming on in. Jason Huffman is on his way back out. Yes, on his way back out. So he pit a lot earlier than Trevor Mack. And here we go. Aaron Holroyd gets the lap there over JT. And don't look now. Look who's in third place. Is that Junior Motorsports? Oh, nope. That's Joseph Phelps. Get that man a contract.
The paint does look significantly like Justin Allgaier. That might be the point.
Could be. Not as much orange, though. But he is making a lot of moves here, regardless of whether he's missing colors or not, because he is on the inside in P2 right now, or at least fighting for P2. He's definitely got some strategy and some moves here to make himself the leader. If Aaron Holroyd ain't too careful. But like you said earlier, JT did not take tires. If he did, they'd be right sides, but right or left sides? I'd imagine right sides here at this track. Coast Guard machine up front. Don't forget about one of the service branches here. JT making the move as we're about 3 wide as where did Brandon Cotton come from? There he is. Making the move here for second place. Aaron Holroyd right behind JT. Thaler will lead the lap here as we've had another lead change here at Michigan.
Good on you, Justin.
This is a home track, or at least close to a home track for the Thaler boys. It's a home track as we're going to, I believe we get it in the schedule unless we go to Mid-Ohio.
Nope, definitely not Mid-Ohio.
And Brandon Cotton makes the move on the inside here as the number 5 machine is starting to run away. He's got a bit of a gap there now, 0.2 of a second. It looks a lot bigger than 0.2, James. It's like 2 car lengths.
Yep. Brandon Cotton is about 4 or 5 laps, well, 3 or 4 laps earlier on fuel, so maybe that might be why we missed him.
Could be. I will say that after lap 4 and staying out from the competition caution there, he's definitely saved enough, I think, if he's only within 3 laps now. Because he started out being behind 6 laps. So
Yep.
he's making it up. Ancaster on the inside now. If Aaron Holroyd, he'll file back in 4th place. 5th place, Joseph Phelps. They're kind of neatly filed there. Maybe they can get a run going. Catch back up to Brandon Cotton, who is now up to about a second over Justin Taylor.
Not taking tires has not penalized Justin Thaler too much at this moment. His last lap was a 40.0. Ancaster didn't either. Dustin Reinstedel did with a 39.4, so still half a second. But Dustin Reinstedel is about 3.5, 4 seconds back from this pack of 4.
Yep.
We'll see if tires can catch back up before this fuel run is over. If Dustin Reinstedel can catch these guys.
He is making some gains right now on JT and JT's group. He's about 2.5 seconds as we stand. If you're looking at the timing sheet, I think he's 4 seconds overall back from Brandon Cotton. But at any rate, Brandon Cotton is increasing his lead over JT's crew. Aaron Holroyd's sneaking a look, it looks like. I am making you work, James.
It's all right. I don't mind. I'm happy. We're covering the race. Brandon Cotton would need to show his 2.1 second lead over JT. And then this pack of 4 with Ancaster and Joseph Phelps not giving up. Joseph Phelps is here to race.
Oh, Ryan Snettle, there he is. Just saw him on the broadcast screen, so he's making his presence known now.
I'm sure he loves seeing those guys up ahead, panning out 3 wide, 2 wide, just racing each other. It's not the fastest way around the track, giving Dustin Reinstedel, who we're riding with now, a chance to make up as long as he does cut good times. But he was one of the first ones to pit at lap 48. So Will Pay will be one of the first to pit at the end.
And Ty Williams sitting in 7th place, about 3 seconds behind, 3.5 seconds behind
Dustin, yeah.
Dustin. So, and they both took tires there. And then Kevin Meyer did not take tires, so he's on that strategy. Norm Snyder didn't take tires, and John Bates, no tires for him either. Of our 18 car field, 15 of them are still on the lead lap. Miller Cothran, Eric Thaler, and Chris Thaler are all a lap down as we just witness. Whoa, brain, work with me here. Dustin Reinstedt will get past Ancaster there. So he's marching his way forward now.
This is tires. 11 took tires. The other guys did not. So this is why Dustin took tires. At lap 48, he pitted. By lap 63, he has caught back up to the guys that came in the same lap and did not take tires. So 14, 15 laps it took, almost the whole fuel run. But you can't go to the end. Now you can split it from here, 20 and 20, and get there, which is what I think Dustin's going to do. But run the fuel all the way out. Make sure you leave yourself enough time on that final stop to let your tires take advantage of new tires. There's only 3 laps left and you have a new set. You're not going to make it back up. So let's see what Dustin does. If you know you got to stop one more time, and make it to 80 to get to the end, why not stop now and then again at 80 and run it out? Justin Reinstedel going to need fuel. That would put him further back. The leader, Brandon Cotton, is up the road 3 seconds, so I don't think he would go down a lap. He just got fuel. As Brandon Cotton comes in, which is going to put Dustin Reinstedel in the lead. Remember, Brandon Cotton came in at 45. Now he comes in at 64. So he's clear to make it on one stop after this, which is my point. You want to leave yourself as many laps as you can at the end. So we'll see if Brandon takes tires. Last time he did. So I'm guessing this time he's not. And it'll be a game time decision on that final stop. Brandon Cotton, after lap 4, debacle, might be sitting in the catbird seat here.
Just might be. We'll see how that goes. See how it pans out. A lot of moving and shaking in the group behind us, and Ryan's still there with JT and Aaron Holroyd on the screen right now, trying to push each other along, do some fuel saving, do what they can to try to figure strategy out. Dustin Reinstedel making it past Trevor McLaughlin there, lapping another vehicle. We've got 13 cars, 1 lap down, or on the lead lap, yeah. Only 18 cars on the track. Can't have 13 of them a lap down right now. I mean, you can, but that's not quite the truth of the matter.
Yeah,
Either way, Aaron Holroyd is sticking it out here with Ty Williams within 0.3 of a second as JT and Dustin Reinstedel make the pit stop.
Yep.
And you were right. Brandon Cotton came on in for just fuel only. Fuel only stop for him. A lot of these guys only have 1 set of tires remaining. Some of them still, no. I think.
He's not going to take tires. He's got to,
Yeah.
yes, he does. Reinstedel also does. He takes them again. Reinstedel to 19-second stop. Maybe he missed his stop. Ty Williams gets around Aaron Holroyd for the lead. So this is going to give Ty Williams bonus points for leading a lap. Ty Williams is currently second in the standings. No, I'm sorry. Ty Williams is the leader.
Yeah, he's the leader. Yeah.
1 point over Eric Thaler. And Justin Thaler, 17 points back, 16 points back. Brandon Cotton, 3 points back from Justin. So
Mr. 5-time up here.
That's right. As Ty Williams and Aaron Holroyd come in, that's going to put number 8 in the lead. With Michael Samia second, his last pit stop. Up now he comes into the pits. Joseph Phelps bleeding back in to the track surface, sees that blue cone and comes up right behind Ant Castor. More pit stops. Norm Snyder, Sean Cunningham, your pole sitter. Jason Huffman in the 4 cars now, second place, just now crossing the line. Ant Castor, your leader.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
He's been driving around for 19 laps now, so he's within that pit window. He pit on lap 50. Jason Huffman pit on lap 52. So I'm going to guess that when Ant Castor comes in, either Jason joins him or Jason stays out, leads a couple laps, comes back on in. Either way, it will be Brandon Cotton right now by 9 seconds over Dustin Reinstedel. So taking those tires, he's going to make that work. He's going to have to make that car work in order to catch back up. I don't know if taking tires was worth it at that point.
And Castor pits from the lead. Jason Huffman working his way down the back stretch. He still has to stop. Last lap was 52. So 71. Huffman might have 2 more laps. Not quite going to get him to the end. I cannot see him saving 7 laps. If Huffman goes to 75, maybe.
He is clutching it.
Big gamble.
He is clutching it into the corners there, so he is doing the best he can. But with nobody else to work with around him right now, Norm Snyder is right behind him, but that's still 7/10 of a second. So he's doing the best he can. We ride along here. Norm Snyder has caught up to him. So we continue to watch this start to envelop and unfold. Can he make it to 75 or not? It would have been probably great for him if Norm Snyder had stayed in front of him.
Right.
Or had gotten to be in front of him so that Ford Mustang could pull him along in that draft. But it looks like Jason's going to come in. Brandon Cotton assumes the lead with, it looks like about 6 seconds or so. Yeah, about 6 seconds over Ty Williams, who's made the move around Dustin Rhinestone. JT still in the hunt there in 4th place.
Not sure what happened to Dustin Rhinestone. His last pit stop was 19 seconds. So if he finishes in the top 3, we'll ask him. Maybe he missed his box or he had to stop out for a nature break. Justin Thaler has caught up to Dustin Rhinestone. This is the closest battle on the track, about 5 seconds behind your leader. This battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 5 seconds behind Brandon Cotton, who was about 4 laps off earlier on the pit stop than these guys.
So to answer your question, James, as we continue to watch this closest battle right here, JT in tapping the wall there. Yes, Dustin did overshoot his pit box just a little bit. He reacted fast enough, so I'm not sure where the 19 seconds would have come from there. Everybody else 15 or so seconds, but that just being a little too far ahead of his pit box is what cost him there. They're down to 4 seconds now. If they're smart and clever about this, maybe they're working together right now, but I can see this group of 3 guys right here working together to catch back up to Brandon, because the more time that they can make up now, because they are going to have to pit that one more time, the more ground they can make up now, especially where Brandon still is going to end up pitting earlier than them,
4 or 5
the better spot they're going to be. If they can pass him before he can get into the pit road, then they will have a better shot of having their chance to win this race. Never mind, just talk to us.
That's right. Don't forget, I will not count the truck winner out. The Godfather, even though he's working traffic, he's been back here a lot. His fastest lap, or his last lap, 41.8. So he's definitely working a fuel save, but is it going to be enough? I think he might, one more lap, maybe 2 more laps, he can go from here. And these are the leaders going to come up and put him a lap down. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm not counting him out. I forgot him in the truck series. I left him all alone, and I'm not going to do it this time. As the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th go by, complete the lap down.
Aaron Holroyd slipping on in that picture there.
Yep. Aaron's in 6th place.
The gap has definitely decreased now. Looks like Ty Williams is 1.4 seconds behind Brandon Cotton. As this group, they're working together like we were talking about, and they are running him down. But yeah, Eric Thaler, speaking of him, I mean, that fuel strategy right now, if it works out and it pans out for him where he doesn't have to pit again, he might be onto something here. We don't know. Tires squealing as he gets in. Hopefully no black flag for him.
Hopefully no black flag. Hopefully he slowed down by the time he got to the first timing line.
But see, it's things like this that makes this race exciting. This race has been amazing to call with you, James. It's been a fun adventure. But also seeing the pit strategy and seeing things like that just come out and people just peering out of nowhere and just making their names known, like Antcaster did earlier with that big move. Joseph Phelps trying to make that move work now as he's like, I'm done being with the rest of these boys here. We've got the leader. I want to be the leader.
Big push from Dustin Reinstedel on Ty Williams as they both get around
3 wide.
Brandon Cotton, and Joseph Phelps goes under Justin Thaler to get around your former leader, Brandon Cotton, as well. Side by side now with Justin Thaler and Aaron Holroyd behind with the push. Brandon Cotton says, hey, what about me? Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Left him out there hanging. And now Brandon Cotton on the outside looking in, looking for a friend. We got you, Brandon. It's all right. Mega points for leading laps there. It's not over yet. And everybody can make it from here on fuel. And I'm going to say including Eric Thaler, although he's just now coming up to speed, which is going to put him, I believe, 2 laps now.
Yeah, he'd be 2 laps down now. In fact, he's slotted in the 18th position, so
everybody else has to stop, so he might get 1 back there, but he's going to have to really work to get that.
He's going to have to keep right up with these lead cars there if he wants that chance, because the closer he is to these lead cars when they go to pit, if they get tires too, then he might get that time back that way.
But Eric did not take tires that time, and he still went a 2nd lap down, so
yeah,
that's unfortunate. Joseph Phelps now fighting for the lead on Ty Williams. Can Joseph Phelps in the 57 take over the lead? Not yet, but we still have turns 3 and 4 to wrap around before coming across the line. Justin Thaler looking for the Antcaster line under Dustin Reinstedel. Not quite there yet.
Does Phelps swipe up? No, nope. They're going to be side by side. I think Ty Williams is going to have this lap right here. And Justin Thaler's coming on into pit with 18 to go now, boys. 18 to go.
Yep, take tires and let it eat. I think you should take tires, but that's why I'm in the booth, not on the track. Your leader's the 81, Ty Williams, getting pressure from the 57, Joseph Phelps.
Dustin Reinstedel is starting to make some noise here, at least poking his nose in. Nope. He's going to go ahead and pit with Aaron Holroyd. Ty Williams, Joseph Phelps, 1st and 2nd right now. How long did they choose to stay out? As everybody behind them is pitting on in, Phelps trying to make that line work, trying to make what Antcaster did happen for him. And it's not holding right now. And here they go again. A lot of pitting in. Sorry, James.
No, it's the battle for the lead. All good. Joseph Phelps in his 4th Midwest Motorsports race. Best finish of 7th at Pocono. Tonight, he's been running up front from lap number 1. Didn't have the greatest qualifying, but he has been a competitor all night long, and I like to see it. We know Ty Williams from multiple seasons, so Ty Williams no stranger to the front. We'll see if his strategy plays out let's see. Ty Williams did take tires last stop, so my guess is he should not have to take tires this time. I'll have a short pit stop with 15 to go, so it's fuel only. So the longer you let it run, you'll need less fuel total in the tank. So that means you'll have a lighter car. I don't know how much a lap of fuel weighs, but if you can do those guys that are doing their last stop with 20 to go compared to Ty Williams only needing fuel for 7 or 8, half the fuel load might make a difference. A couple of pounds, a couple of cheeseburgers.
Speaking of cheeseburgers, we watched Ty just tap the wall right there. And as Joseph Phelps goes on into pit now, we'll see what how that pans out for him. And when Ty chooses to come in or not, Dustin Reinstedel currently leading the rest of the group that pit earlier. He was going to be moving up into second place. He is currently about 16 or so seconds behind. Ty Williams making the pit right here.
All right, Ty Williams from the lead, making his final stop. We'll see where Dustin Reinstedel comes out in relation to Ty Williams.
Oh, he's got about the whole track to go.
Yeah, he's on the exit of turn 2.
Phelps found his way up there too.
Joseph Phelps 1 second behind Dustin Reinstedel. So here we go, the race off of pit road. Where is Dustin Reinstedel?
Reinstedel is getting ready to go by the start-finish line right now.
Here comes Ty Williams, no tires, and he's going to be in front as Dustin Reinstedel goes under the camera now. We're going back to find Ty. Where? Oh, come on.
Don't lose it here.
Ty Williams.
Norm gets right out of the way here, and Ty's going to sneak right in front. Dustin's going to make the move on the inside regardless. Dustin takes the lead.
That is amazing. We're going green for 13 laps. Dustin's tires are up to pressure and temp, and he's got the 81. The race to the checkered stripe is on. They can both make it on tires. Dustin Reinstedel tries to throw a block. He thought about it, Michael. He thought about it.
I thought there was some contact there. Not enough, though. They're still holding on there. That outside line, once you get on the back stretch, does have the momentum. It is what's going to hold on here. That's how Ty made that move on the front stretch, was working right behind, getting that draft, and then going on the inside. We'll see. Got some moving going on around behind them. Norm Snyder has got a nice, wonderful front row seat to all this, and Joseph Phelps sitting back there in third. Can't forget about him. He's got a view as well, as Ty Williams makes another move here on the front stretch. On the inside, Dustin is coming back up front, though. Again, I don't think this is quite enough yet for Ty. He's going to try it, but Dustin's still there. Dustin is moving back ahead in the Putt View Toyota Camry. I'm guessing you can find his coaching skills right on there as well.
81 dives down. Is he going to slide up this time?
And he's got it. He's got it right here. Ty back in the lead right now as he goes down. Dustin does not go below the apron, so he's not going to get that draft. We'll see what happens if Dustin gets a good enough run here to continue to keep on him. Folks, are we witnessing a 6th win this season by Ty Williams? Or is this Dustin's redemption here? And is Dustin going to take the win for his Toyota machine? Or does Joseph Phelps make a big move here? We have 10 laps to go. We're going to come around and get 9 to go. Let's see how this unfolds. Norm Snyder and Miller Cawthron got some wonderful front row views to this battle going on. I mean, I'm not gonna deny our view, though. I like our view pretty good.
All right. Don't take the hats to victory lane yet. We have 9 laps to go. Joseph Phelps, a very close third, like you've mentioned, Michael. The newcomer, number 30, right behind. A little bit of a blanket. I'm sure he'll have that fixed. Very common. Brandon Cotton has made his way back to fourth, but he's 4 seconds back from the top 3. Too close to call. Early days, 8 laps to go for the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series race at Michigan. And the bright sun.
Half a second now is all that separates Ty Williams and Dustin Reinstedel. Joseph Phelps right on the bumper of Dustin. He hasn't really done a whole lot of working with the leaders once he gets up to the front here. He's been trying to make that inside pass. I don't blame him. Trying to go for the wins, going for the win. But does he link up this time with Dustin with 7 to go to get caught up with Ty and have another shot at making that pass? He's been trying it all race long, and he's going to try it here on Dustin. This is something that Ty is going to love to see here, is now the lead is up to 0.6 of a second.
Riding with Joseph Phelps. Dustin Reinstedel takes the low line. Joseph Phelps tries to get a slingshot run off the cushion and then right into the slipstream. See if he catches back up before they get into turn 1. Coming up on 5 to go next time by. Riding with third place, looking up at second, and half a second up the road. Now 3/4 of a second up the road is your leader, Brandon Cotton.
Ty Williams continues to set sail there in the lead position, like said James, and these guys still trying to do something here, second and third. Are they going to link up so they can catch up? I don't know. Miller Cawthron right behind Joseph Phelps. Maybe he gives him a bump.
Might give him a push here.
Oh, he's got to move. He's got some momentum going into turn 1.
You can see the miles per hour, 207 to a 205 for Dustin Reinstedel. Lost some momentum in the center. Did Joseph Phelps. Ty Williams up the road. You can see on the battle box there. As Phelps dives down again. Dustin Reinstedel splitting the second seam. And let's see if Cawthron gives Phelps another bump earlier this time.
At 4 to go now. Brandon Cotton is making some headway here. He's 2.3 seconds behind Ty Williams. Don't know if that's enough time at all for Brandon to make the move, but we'll see. I mean, if he gets into that draft, maybe with the next lap, then he might have something for Ty. But right now, it's not looking like we got anything going on here.
Bonus.
There's a lot of excitement going on, but
No bonus for a purple lap. So Brandon Cotton has taken over the fastest lap of the race, 38.8. As Miller Cawthron gives a big push to Phelps. Now 3 to go. This is all 3/4 of a second behind your leader. There he is. Just sliding out of your picture, now back in. The race for second, super close between the 11 and the 57.
Another bump there as Joseph goes on the inside. Now, another thing I like to talk about here as well is he's got this position for now. I don't know if he's going to hold it to the line, but currently Joseph Phelps, your hard charger of the race.
Yes.
12 positions, 13 if he makes it stick, and it looks like he's got it to stick. Miller Cawthron, great teammate right now. So he's helped Joseph Phelps get to second. Now, whether or not Joseph Phelps can make the move to get to the lead, I don't know. I know if I was him, though, right now, I'd be doing victory laps just passing Dustin.
I know, not easy to do. Oh, is now Miller Cawthron also gets around him. Dustin Reinstedel is going to play a spoiler But no, Dustin Reinstedt's seen that show before.
Last lap here, James. 1 second back for the two of them. Brandon Cotton is now 1.3 seconds as he's finally caught this pack. But I don't think there's going to be enough time for him to make the pass or at least come up to Ty. It would take something awful to happen to Ty at this point. But still a great battle going on here for second place. The Traveler Whiskey Machine is going down the bottom line there. Brandon Cotton, is he going to make the high line work? I think he tapped the wall there. 6 times. Make it 6 times for the 81 CCR Motorsports Toyota Camry. New paint scheme for him today.
Brandon, after the race, there goes Justin Reinstedt's 0X. That's not going to be good. Oh, Brandon.
Was it after we passed?
Oh, yeah, but people are still on the track finishing. There's still cars running around.
Oh, so that's going to impact it because iRacing would still count it. Oh, man, I do not like that for Dustin at all.
I don't like that for Brandon.
I guess, well, that's up to admin and Josh to make the call on that one there, but I will point out that there was some talk, not that it's going to happen, but there was some joking around in the chat about having to pay for incident points. So maybe Brandon's hoping Dustin will contribute today. All joking aside, though, at least this all happened after the flag came down, so it's not like Dustin ended up like getting disqualified, sent to the back, or lose a whole chunk of points. Still feel bad for him, though, that 0x is not going to be added to his total, barring any intervention from admin. Ty Williams is doing wonderful burnouts here, but we've got all this focus on this replay for sure. Yep.
One. That's uncalled for. I really expected better out of Brandon, but we'll go back to watch some burnouts. Michael, I will let this play out slowly as our winner, Ty Williams, gets the bonus for winning, and I'll let you go through the results. Oops.
Well, let's hop to him, James. We've got, as you know, the victor tonight, Ty Williams in the number 81 Toyota Machine. It brings it home. P1 today. Joseph Phelps in the Travelers Whiskey Chevrolet, bringing it home in second place. Great finish for him. Dustin Reinstedtl in his Putt Few number 11 Toyota Camry comes in third. In fourth place, we have Brandon Cotton. Then there's Aaron Holroyd and the Coast Guard Machine in fifth place. Brandon Thayer makes it into sixth place today with Ant Caster in seventh. Justin Thaler sneaks into eighth place there. Michael Samia ninth place. 10th place goes to Kevin Meyer. 11th, we find Jason Huffman in the number 4 Toyota Machine. Sean Cunningham, pole sitter, pulls it in 12th place today. Norm Snyder finishes 13th. He's still beating me because I'm not even out there racing. He's still putting more laps down than I did. Good on you, Norm, finishing 13th. Trevor McLaughlin finishes 14th today in the number 99 Ghost Toyota Machine. John Bates, welcome back. 15th place for you today in the 27 Marine Corps Machine. Hope to see you future races. Eric Thaler comes in 16th place as number 15 Ford Mustang. Miller Cothran on his maiden voyage today, playing a little spoiler, helping out the 57 make it to second place. He'll finish 17th place, and Chris Thaler 18th place in that silvery chrome colored Ford Mustang. James, we got some visitors up in the booth, or at least I see one visitor up in the booth.
Yep. Hang on one second. I'll bring a couple more in, but what a race we saw tonight. You never know with the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series, but I'll tell you, we saw some incredible racing with only one caution other than the competition caution. So green flag runs after lap 10 all the way to the finish line. And, this is just a common thread, that a theme that I like to see. I hope we see some more of it as the season winds down. We'll have 6 races to go after this one. And we have third place, Joseph Phelps in the booth with us. Hey, Joseph, it's James and Michael. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
man, you were in the race the whole time. Not a great qualifying, but you put that behind you and moved forward. Congratulations on a great race. Talk us through your event.
Yeah, I've always struggled with qualifying at Michigan, so that's been kind of an ongoing thing with me. But my race pace is really good. Um, I actually pitted a little early the pit stop before the last one. I still had 2 laps left, but on the black box, it was showing me like the laps left, and then it was showing the gallons left right next to each other. And I looked at the gallons and thought I had to pit instead, which I almost threw it away right there. But
Oh man,
yeah,
that's an
but
easy mistake to make. I'm sure you're not the only one.
yeah,
Hey, Michael, what do you have for Joseph?
Well, Joseph, it was a great time watching you there, trying to make that line work that Ancaster did earlier in the race. You were trying real hard there, and then as you were trying to get around Dustin Reinstall to finally find your way into second place, Miller Cawthron, first race for him here. He comes and gives you a push. Is that something you guys were talking about as you were catching up to him there, or walk us through that little adventure?
no, like as we come out of the pits, we all kind of lined up there, and then I seen he was catching up to us really fast, and I figured with him being lapped down, he probably had tires and all, so I was expecting him to just blow by us, but instead he just kind of started sitting there riding behind me, and as I was trying to get by the 11, I noticed he just kept staying with me and pushing me, so I was like, all right, let's just keep. We never talked about anything, but he just kept pushing me, and he ended up actually helping me get by the 11 there.
I would not say no to a friend who's trying to help me out.
Oh yeah.
Good on you. But this is definitely your best finish or your fourth race. Previously, your best finish was seventh, your first one at Pocono. So, congratulations on a great run. Welcome to Midwest Motorsports, man. You made it on the podium.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Definitely thank you to you guys for having an awesome league too.
Right on. We agree with that, and you're a big part of it, man. So, thanks for doing it, racing fair and clean and smart, man. It was really close racing out there. It could have gone sideways more than once, but again, the Cup Series proves to be an incredible race. Congratulations on a great run, Joseph. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you some more before the season's out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you guys again.
That's Joseph Phelps, your third place finisher. Up next, second place, Dustin Reinstedel. Hey, Dustin, it's James and Michael in the booth. You got us?
I got you. I actually finished third. Phelps got me on
Oh,
those
you're right. What
last
was I
couple
thinking?
laps.
Please forgive me. Second place. Hey, Joseph, I got it wrong. You're right. Dustin, thanks for smacking me around a little bit. I deserved it. But hey, man, first of all, we'll talk about the post race incident afterwards. But I want to talk about your race and your strategy because that was an amazingly hard fought race. It looks like you played the perfect strategy out perfect to come out right in with Ty Williams and run to the end with 15 to go.
Yeah, I didn't save anything enough on my tires to keep up with Ty there at the end. He always does a really good job at saving tires, so I was more worried. I honestly thought that Cotton had that one in the bag because he had the tires to end, and I know me and him were on the same strategy the first cycle, and we went through the field pretty easy before we had to pit again. So I figured that he was going to blow by, so I was just trying to worry about staying in Ty's draft after he got around me and try to stay in the draft as long as possible. But then he started pulling away, and then Phelps came up behind. I'm not sure if he had tires or not, but just I overused the crap out of him on that last run, just trying to keep up with everybody. So it was a fun race, though.
It looked like it. Michigan never disappoints, man. Again, I don't know how much you want to talk about the post race thing. You across the line, you were all the way down into turn one. Did you have 0x up to that point? I'm not 100% sure.
No, I don't think I did. Me and him had a little door incident on the first couple laps that was unintentional, but just hard racing. I mean, everybody at the top is squeezing and side drafting. You have to side draft here. That's the only way to do it without getting sent to the back of the line. So apologies to him that it wrecked him, but everybody was racing aggressive the whole race, so it is what it is.
That's right. Well, at the end of the day, after the competition caution, we didn't have any other natural yellows. So I think that is a testament again to how you can race hard and bring it home. Well, for your third place, Dustin, you get the bronze medal tonight. Not going to hurt your points too bad. You're really close up there. So anyway, lots of racing left in the season. Don't forget the throwouts as well. So lots to play for you. We'll move on to next week, and I know we'll see you out front again. Congrats on a great race tonight, Dustin.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Congrats to Ty and to Phelps running up there at the front.
Right on. Once again, Midwest Motorsports Club, the league, showing what leagues do and why we run the league. Up next, your winner, chicken dinner. I had to say it, Ty. Sorry, I'm sure it's probably old by now, but it never gets old. Never get tired of hearing it. And I'll get you off of mute here in half a second. But Ty Williams, you did it again, man. Not the first time you've been to Victory Lane, but great to see the 81 doing burnouts on the front straight at the checkered stripe again. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Walk us through your race, man. That was close, especially all the way down to the end with Dustin Reinsettle coming out of as you came out of the pits, Reinsettle right behind you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew how what how the race was going to play out from the beginning or around halfway, and just Justin did an undercut on me, and he got, I think, 3 seconds ahead of me, and I'm like, that's going to be tough to get back. And then after the next pit cycle, I came out right with him. So I guess he maybe had a little mistake or was a little long in the pit box or whatever the case may be. But I was right with him, and it allowed me to take the lead from him. And then, I took the lead from Cotton. Phelps was on me for a very long time until that final pit stop. I made sure, kind of unintentionally, I went long on each of my stops, and it paid off in the end. Because I was able to hit with around 12 to go while everybody else was around 18 on their fuel number, and it allowed me to shift the last 10 laps of the race, and that's how I was able to just drive away from Dustin and Phelps, even though they were, nose to tail with the draft. So happy to come back and start the last half of the season on the right foot. And, just hoping to continue it.
Right on. Michael, what you got for our winner?
Well, it's always fun to get to talk to you here, Ty. Almost like you have a seat up here in the booth somewhere we don't know about, but 6-time race winner here. How did you feel about the beginning of the race too? Because it seemed to me and James that everybody was pretty aggressive. Everybody was ready to get like last lap energy right there at the beginning of the race. Walk us through how that kind of felt, where you were at, and has that got anything to do with the fact we've been sitting waiting to race for 2 weeks?
Maybe, you're ready to get back in the sim and all that, but as far as for me in the beginning of the race, I'm calm, I'm chill. I started third and rode behind my teammates for the first couple laps. And no need to make a move or be super aggressive within the first 5 laps of the race. I mean, I've gotten shuffled out within the first 10-15 laps, and I'm conservative. There's no need to be aggressive and risk a wreck. So that's just me. I don't turn on the jets and try and go as hard as I can until that final 10-15 laps when I know what I'm fighting for at that moment.
That's right. That's the racing IQ that'll get you to the finish line. It's not an accident that you're leading points. 8 podiums, 6 of them the top step, and another one here tonight. Congrats on a great race, Ty. Points lead is extended as Eric Thaler did not have a top 15 even. So that's going to pull you away from him a little bit. And Justin Taylor, of course, we have the drop races to calculate. So we won't go there just yet, but congrats, Ty, on a great race. I know next week we're going to have another one. We're going to do it again, and we're going to do it from Martinsville. The little short track racing coming up next. Looking forward to it?
I don't know. My goal is to survive. The last time I raced Martinsville in this league, I don't think I made it to lap 20 before I just decided to call it a night. So, it was no fault of anybody really. It's just I was at the back, got caught up in incidents, and already used up a fast repair and had like a bunch of damage. I'm like, you know what? I'll just call it a night. It's okay. So next week, just survive, and we'll see where we're at. But I feel like I can be fast at Martinsville.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see you up front again. And once again, congrats on a great race, Ty. Thanks for joining us in the booth. Thanks for being part of Midwest Motorsports. And yeah, congrats. We'll see you next week. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
That's Ty Williams, your race winner. No stranger to the top step, like you said. Michael, that was a good call. He's got seems like he has a reserve spot in the booth up here.
Yeah, I know my spot's here, right in the corner there. I haven't seen his yet, but sometimes you rearrange the office, But yeah, no, it's been it was great day today watching them all run. It was just amazing. It was a lot of again, the beginning it just felt like the aggression, the just everybody excited to get back in there, and kind of pan out for the first caution there, and then everything just kind of settled down from there. Comp caution was it. Everybody was still antsy and just excited to be out there, but we see Ty Williams here again, sixth time this season. Joseph Phelps making his first appearance up in the top 3, and dry track is also great. I got to drive on a dry track for the first time since Friday. Got to play 12 hours in the bathtub up down in Australia.
Okay. You're not the only one doing the 3-hour run, but hey, all good. I'm glad you joined me tonight. Thanks a lot, Michael. The spot, the chair, there's enough chairs for you. There's always the chairs for you. Justin Reinstetter, we can kick him out when we want to. But thanks for joining me in the booth tonight. Another great job. We appreciate all the volunteer admins that make Midwest Motorsports such the great league that it is, including Josh Watt and every other Midwest Motorsport admin. Thanks for making it a great league. As always, from Michael Harris, I'm James J., reminding you to stay in your lane.
And I approve of this message.